with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. How's everybody doing out there? So after all these years, we finally got the long-awaited debut album from Jay Electronica. And it's featuring Jay-Z heavily. Jay's on what, like 5-6 of the records on this project? Now, I am not the biggest Jay Electronica fan. Just to be real with you, I haven't had enough music to become a big Jay Electronica fan. I like the Exhibit record like you do, but I have not heard a lot of music from Jay Electronica in his very short but very hyped up rap career to gas him up. So this was legit my first time really listening to bruh in an album setting, in a multiple record setting. And I'm alright on it. He's cool. I mean, I can see what Jay-Z sees in him. Like, he could take it there as a big time MC. But personally, I definitely feel like Jay Electronica didn't deserve 4 or 5. He's essentially got to Watch the Throne 2 out of Jay-Z. I would have personally liked for a lot of other people to get a collab album with Jay-Z essentially before Jay Electronica got it. If this is what we're going to get, it's cool. I like all of Jay's verses for the most part on the project, but I'm a Jay-Z guy. In regards to Jay Electronica, salute to him. I'm happy he finally got his album in the atmosphere. Go check it out. The name of the project is called A Written Testimony. My favorite record on the album so far is called Flux Capacitor, and it is Jay-Z going in. All right, Jay Electronica did his thing on the verse, but I want to read to you a little bit of what Hov said, because he's talking that shit. He said, "Why would I sell out? I'm already rich. Don't make no sense. Got more money than Goodell, a whole NFL bitch. I did it one-handed like Odell, handcuffed to jail. I would have stayed on that sideline if they could have tackled this shit themselves. You backstabbers gonna turn me back to the old Jay. He not who you want to see. He not as sweet as the old Ye. When I die, please don't tweet about my death. Trying to get mentions, bringing attention to yourself. Please don't post some pic from in the club with some quote you stole like we was tighter than what we was. Trying to get likes from my love. If you can't go by the crib, then give my mama a hug. To my uptown posse, Hey, Jay is spitting on that bad boy. I do love Jay's verses. Jay Electronica is cool. I'm socially conscious, but Jay's really on the Elijah Muhammad wave, and I'm just not there 100% yet. So some of the verses I can't really relate to, but salute to Jay Electronica. Congratulations on his debut album, technically, in the atmosphere. But it might get upstaged again. So last week, Lil Uzi Vert, little shoulder popping Lil Uzi Vert, dropped his long-awaited project, just like Jay Electronica, Eternal Take. And now Lil Uzi is not only upstaging Jay Electronica, he's kind of upstaging himself, as today Lil Uzi has officially released his deluxe edition to his Eternal Take album, which essentially is an entire another body of work entitled Love vs. the World 2. So you got 18 records on Eternal Take. This morning, Lil Uzi Vert just gave you 14 more records on the deluxe album that includes features from Chief Keef, Young Thug, Lil Durk, Nudie, Thug Again. So, I mean, Uzi's giving you a lot of music. And here's the crazy thing about this. This bad boy is going to chart #1 again. So, Lil Uzi today will have the #1 album in the country for Eternal Take. Obviously, it did over 300,000 units the first week. This album is going to do probably another 300,000 units when you put in the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, the way the Billboard chart's going to count this bad boy, the streams for next week is going to count Eternal Take as one body of work, right? But Love, the second body of work, the deluxe edition, Love vs. the World 2, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to add to the Eternal Take streams. So this dude might do 400, 500K next week, because Eternal Take was already going to do a big second week number. Now you add the fact that he done essentially dropped an entire new album. I wonder who cleared this at Atlantic, and I wonder what's the thinking behind this. He's never going to be able to perform 32 new records of music. I wonder what was the thought process behind this. Anywho, a lot of new music in the atmosphere. Blueface dropped music. Rich the Kid dropped music as well. other artists dropped. I know I'm forgetting some artists out here. Let me know what you're listening to. Let me know your first thoughts on J-Elec's body of work that some people are already calling a classic, which is, I think, ridiculous. And an eternal take from Uzi, and now his Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2, that some people are also calling a classic, that I think is ridiculous as well. Let's give it time. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this new music in the comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now, Mr.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.